Thanksgiving. It's a day for family, food, and maybe some football. We gather around tables piled high with turkey, stuffing, and pumpkin pie. But how did this tradition begin? What are we really celebrating when we celebrate Thanksgiving? The story of Thanksgiving takes us back to 1621 to Plymouth, Massachusetts. It's a story of survival, cooperation, and the meeting of two very different cultures. It's a story that continues to resonate centuries later. Imagine a group of English settlers, the Pilgrims, arriving in a new land. They faced a harsh winter, disease, and hunger. Many did not survive. The Pilgrims were unprepared for the challenges of this new world. They needed help. This help came from the Wampanoag, a Native American tribe that had lived in the region for centuries. The Wampanoag taught the Pilgrims how to cultivate the land, fish in the rivers, and survive in this unfamiliar environment. This alliance was essential for the Pilgrims' survival. In the fall of 1621, after the Pilgrims' first successful harvest, a 3-day feast was held. This feast, attended by both Pilgrims and Wampanoag, is what we now call the first Thanksgiving. The Wampanoag brought deer to the feast, and they shared their knowledge of local foods like squash and corn. This gathering wasn't just about food. It represented a moment of peace and cooperation between two groups. It's important to remember that this peace was fragile and wouldn't last. Over the centuries, the story of the first Thanksgiving has become central to American identity. It wasn't until 1863, in the midst of the Civil War, that Thanksgiving became a national holiday. President Abraham Lincoln declared it a day of thanksgiving and praise. Today, Thanksgiving is a time for reflection and gratitude. It's a time to celebrate family, friends, and the good things in our lives. And it's a time to remember the complex and often difficult history that brought us here.